Joanne? Morning, Joanne.
Morning. Hello. Everyone's got purple on today. Good morning, Miss Joanne. How
Morning.
you doing?
Okay,
Okay.
nothing too spectacular on the agenda today. The first item under discussion is metal detecting on county property. You've allowed that in the past for people who like to metal detect for arrowheads and so forth at the Record Center and then in the plowed area behind the Justice Center. And this gentleman who has done it before is asking for permission to do it again. And if you guys are so inclined, we'll do the license agreement with him and get that going.
Yeah, I was thinking metal detectors for guns and things like that.
Yeah, all right. The second thing I have in there is the Ravenna Courthouse parking. And the layout options that were sent to us by Jason Kentner, who is the gentleman that was working with David Dix and Bill Barber. Those are both of his layouts, proposed layouts, based on the fact that he was trying to get us more parking spaces, but then he wanted more greenery kind of thing. I just wanted to make sure that you are aware of what's been turned in thus far, because I figured one of those guys could call you guys and say, have you seen him, because we sent him in, and I want you to be aware. We also, just yesterday, I received, I believe it was, from the city of Ravenna,
Yeah.
the engineer there did their own kind of layout on what they thought. And I think that Julie sent those up to you, but if she didn't, I brought extra copies.
Yeah,
So
you can give us copies. I saw him yesterday. I think I responded back to you, but
I can give you.
So the one has 2 less parking spaces?
Yeah, and then they have the one from Ravenna.
These are the Ravenna ones, if you wanna.
Well, I think our main concern was we didn't want to decrease our parking
Right,
spaces.
here's one for you, Amy.
and I don't think the Ravenna one
No.
decreased.
Did you get one?
But they just didn't increase it as much.
No, but the issues I have with Ravenna's, is basically, they're putting like a curb in the middle again. And what we wanted to try to do was get rid of having anything in the middle that was gonna prohibit plowing. You know, we wanna make sure when it's winter time that we don't have that kind of stuff to go out.
Yeah.
Plus, I was also kind of looking at, it looks to me close to me in some of those areas around the curb where 2 cars might be, parked, coming out or whatever. But the request for qualifications that I did for your department for all of the projects that we're going to have to do, whether they be roof, the elevators, the various roofs, the parking lot, those come in next week. So we'll be able to decide what architect or engineering firm we're gonna have do this. I think we give them these options to look at, but then they need to come back with us and what they think is the best use of the too. You want the most parking spots you can get. You do wanna have some green space around, but it doesn't need to be huge. But we also wanna make sure that in the one rendition that Jason did, he was talking about taking the lighting out in the middle. Well, that was a security issue that Judge Gilletto got a grant for to put it,
Yes.
because it's
That-
dark,
That can't be taken.
and we can't take those out, so. I just want to give you guys updates. We'll be morphing and moving on them real soon here, but I just wanted you guys to be aware so that in
This
case
last
anybody
one, how
comes.
many parking spaces are here?
Pardon me?
This last one that you gave us, how many parking spaces are there?
You know what, I didn't have a chance to count them.
Oh, well, you shouldn't have to.
And
count
yeah,
them.
myself, but he just gave that rendition yesterday, so I wanna make
I
sure.
don't like the curbs, I mean, the parking
Yeah.
spaces are, I don't like that.
I don't like, and plus, I don't like you said, I don't want the curbs in the middle. It's hard for plowing, but if someone has an oversized vehicle or something, sometimes they have to pull forward.
Right.
You wouldn't
And like I
even
say,
do that.
on those curves, when you've got people parking like they show there, while aesthetically it might look nice,
Yeah.
we don't wanna create any havoc, because those are still used for jurors, so it's not like you go there, park all day. We still have people that are gonna be moving in there, so I think we wanna be
Yeah, I
careful.
think these first 2 are much cleaner.
Yeah, yeah, I do too. And it's not that, I don't appreciate what the city did for us,
Right,
but
right.
So you'll see more of that coming, I just wanted to, you know,
Great, thank
give you the
Now,
update on
the
those.
one from Jason, what's the clear line, is that a curb or what's in the middle of that?
Is it rendition, which one, one or two?
Rendition one, layout and two, both of them have the same thing.
Have like a stripe in the middle?
I think that stripe is just
Just to block
signify,
off.
parking spaces.
Yeah,
Where it looks-
that's, yeah.
So, I mean, they both have 162, 164
Right, yeah.
spots.
So
So,
164.
yeah,
That's what I like to.
62, yeah.
the first one, that's the one I think too is, right now is the
It
lead
gives
for
us the
me.
largest flexibility too,
Yeah.
like I said. If you have oversized cars or whatever. And it still has green space and I
Yeah.
think just resurfacing and restriping that parking lot will
Make a big difference.
Well, and taking the rusty old guardrails out of the middle, which has been a
No,
problem
yes,
all along,
yes.
so, I think that so far to me,
So
makes
once,
the
once we
most
get
sense.
the architects that are gonna do for the roofs, that we have to have, we're gonna give them opportunity to, this is what do you think?
Correct. Yeah, I would give them these and say, okay, you know, what do you think? And maybe they've even will have a better plan for us,
Okay.
you know. But because we know we want as many parking spots as you can get, because parking's a
Absolutely.
premium, but you also want to preserve green
Sure.
space. I get all that, so,
Silly question, in and out of number one,
yes?
you have the road going through, is there more than one entrance, just that one entrance at the top?
There should be one off the, what is it, one off the Meridian
So it could be
and one off
that
of Riddle or
and
Spruce.
this one.
Yeah,
Is there
what I
one?
think I'm seeing is that he only was doing, he was trying to use the lane, the, here in the middle, this one,
Yep.
as going in and going out, so that you're not trying to go out on the Meridian Street because that's more traffic on there. This right here is just a,
Well, they cut out a bus stop there. Did you
Right.
see that?
yeah, I see,
They
one.
cut out a bus stop on that side.
But I don't even think you have, you don't have any bus stops up there now. So that's gonna be an added perk in the front.
Mhm.
But the street that they have going out back in Riddle and out the other side is less intrusive than the steepness of the one coming out on Meridian Street. That has, you know, it's pretty steep, and that's what we were saying, well, we shouldn't be trying to have people lined up to go out that way.
So they would be coming, ingress egress would be off the alleyway then?
Correct. Yep, and that, I think that's what they were looking at, is the fact that that way, you're not going to be that intrusive, I guess, into the,
But then
to the main.
again, I say that, no, you're right, Tony, it would be over there,
There's two.
because
There's one
here
up
they've
the top
got
there,
parking
too.
spots. Yeah. I don't know. They might be off the alleyway there, and then off of Meridian.
Cool.
So,
Great.
that's why I said, well,
Well,
you
we
know,
like the one that has the most parking spots.
well, and that's why I
obviously.
said, that's what we'll tell the person that we're going to be dealing with, that will do the specs and do the drawings and so forth.
Okay.
When is that architect for the roofs, is he started or they started?
Those
yet?
qualification statements all come in next Wednesday. And it was all the roofs, it was all the Justice Center, expansion kind of thing, or I shouldn't say expansion, renovation that the sheriff had asked about. It was also the elevators here, it was some of the main ones that you guys wanted to look at that we're gonna be able to do depending on funding, so forth. All right, we're to resolutions, I guess.
Board of Commissioners agrees to approve the plans and specifications set the date, accepting bids for the resurfacing of Hartville Road, CH 69, section GH, from Randolph Road, State Route 44, to Randolph and Moosestown Township, Portage County.
Second.
Roll call?
Tony?
Yes.
Vicky?
Yes.
Sabrina?
Yes.
Board of Commissioners agrees to authorize the preparation of plans and specifications and estimate costs for project number @120-160, Atwater wastewater treatment plant clarification improvements for Portage County Regional Sewer District, Atwater Township.
Second.
Roll call?
Tony?
Yes.
Vicky?
Yes.
Sabrina?
Yes.
Board of Commissioners declares obsolete and authorizes the sale of miscellaneous county-owned furniture, equipment, materials.
Second.
Roll call?
Tony?
Yes.
Vicky?
Yes.
And there's
Sabrina?
a lot of that.
There certainly is, after
There'll be a
adult
version two
probation
of
put
this.
their in, it's pretty well packed.
And then we have possibly another one coming up after that.
We will do whatever, yeah, when
Yeah,
we're
I
gonna
haven't
get
seen
ready,
that
we'll
garage.
have something for job and family, and then I checked with solid waste. They have the big containers that they want to get rid of,
Okay.
and they're like hundreds of them. So that will be out at Bill's area, we're not
Okay.
gonna move those twice, it doesn't make sense to do that either, so. This one gets that building emptied.
And did you have, I asked the sheriff if anybody contacted him about that, air pump or compressor, so we can show the lift?
I put the question back to Edinburgh to see, does she really need to have it first?
Okay,
And then we'll get a compressor there to get them to show that
Just
they're
maybe go
working,
up
if
and
she
down.
feels she needs to,
okay.
yeah.
All right.
All right, that's it for
Okay,
me.
good.
Thank you.
You guys